Hi, beautiful souls. I miss you so much. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I promise I'll make more. But just like many of you, life happens, things are going on, and I haven't been able to be as consistent as I want to be. Things will improve over time, I promise. I just have a lot on my plate right now. Like I said, taking off the mask, being honest, being real, something that I've had a really hard time in my lifetime, being vulnerable and telling people when something's wrong with me or when I'm struggling or I'm scared or whatever. And so we're about to get real. Today's session, episode, whatever you want to call it, YouTube video, is going to be about life and balance, finding balance in your life and figuring out the things that bring you joy. So, brief summary, I went to school for health information technology. I work in healthcare medical billing. I'm so grateful to have a from home healthcare medical billing position. But I guess I chose that profession for the stability of the hours as a single parent, and I was really sick. I was very, very ill as a child, stomach issues, constant headaches, like it was just horrible. And then over the years, until I became a health coach and figured out how to heal myself through food, I had debilitating migraines for 16 plus years, stomach problems, in and out of hospitals, surgeries, infections, you name it. Very sick. Let's just throw that out there. Very sick. And I think I've said this in another episode. I was on so many medications a day, and the doctors had no clue. Honestly, they didn't really know what was wrong with me, and they weren't communicating with each other. So I figured it out and I've worked through it. So now, my goal has been to live the life that I see for myself, or that I want for myself. Because I don't know if many of you realize this, but we are fully in control of the choices we make in our life. I know it doesn't feel like that sometimes, so don't let me act like things have been easy because it hasn't. Life has been really interesting. And, personally, I have been struggling over probably all of the months of COVID with a health condition that many women suffer from, or so I thought. I was told that I have uterine fibroids, and uterine fibroids are extremely painful, non-cancerous tumors that grow either in the muscular walls of the uterus, like the tissue of the uterus. They can grow on the outside or the inside, but they can cause a lot of problems and a lot of pain and swelling, and it was really hard. I was still out there working, doing my delivery jobs because I had to in order to survive, and just kind of pushing on and trying to deal with it as they figured out what was wrong with me, because it did take a couple of months for them to get a diagnosis. And now they don't know if they got the right diagnosis. So I am waiting on test results and doing further testing, but I'm gonna be fine because I'm all about manifesting. So I feel great. I have switched up some things in my life. If it is uterine fibroids, I have done everything possibly naturally that I can do to shrink them, and honestly all my symptoms have gone away. So I'm super grateful. Kind of don't want to question it, but just to be safe, I'm doing further testing to make sure I'm okay, because the symptoms do come and go sometimes, and I just want to be one of those people who are proactive about their health. My body is very strong and healthy now. I've built my immune system up. My gut health is amazing after healing myself. So honestly, I'm in a place where I know that my body can heal itself and fight things off. Plus, I do self-Reiki on myself, my sound therapy, meditation, affirmations. Like, I am just like filling myself up with positivity. So, I'm human. Things happen to us. But in the last couple of months, I have taken on a lot, and that's why I haven't made a lot of videos, and I just wanted to be honest with you. But that's why I want to talk to you about life and balance. It's been a struggle. It's been about 3 weeks now, but I enrolled into the Lauderstein Conway Massage School in Austin, Texas, which is the top, most amazing massage school out here. Everybody does their hiring from this school. Even when I was managing a spa, I did my hiring from there as well. And I love this school. I love what they're about. I love my teachers. Let's see, my classmates are awesome. They're all like very interesting, very Some of them are spiritual, some of them are not. So it's like a mixture, you know, but I think it's, oh, I don't know. I really like it. I think it's really cool. But one of the things that I've had to deal with because of the health issue going on is doubting myself and wondering, you know, is this something that I'm going to be able to do? And, you know, I wanted to touch on that as well. You know, we all have what some people call an imposter voice, but it's actually connected to our inner child. So we have a voice that, you know, likes to tell us maybe that we're not good enough, or that we're gonna fail, or we're gonna look silly, or whatever the situation is. For me, I question whether or not my body could handle being a massage therapist, because I've had so much pain and injuries in my body, and struggles with a lot of tightness and random injuries, just things like that happening. But I actually, again, am being proactive. This is something that I want you to do. If you really want something in your life, if you want to feel joy in your job, you want to be happy when you go home, whatever the situation is, you are the one that makes the decisions to create the life that you want for yourself. So if you're unhappy in your job and you're still working at that job and you're just complaining about it and making your family miserable every day, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. I have tried, let's see, this is my 4th time trying to get into massage school. And when I say trying to get in, last time I actually enrolled, last year, I actually enrolled and lost some money, and you know, ended up with some supplies I didn't really need, but now I get to use them, so that's great. And I have a massage table in my kitchen, y'all. Like, it's just meant to be, right? But no, it's been interesting. It's been years. It's been like 10 years, 4 different tries of trying to get into massage school, because I just knew that I would love making people feel better, helping relax people. I wanted to do for them what I wanted done for me, basically. I couldn't afford to go get a massage. I couldn't afford, you know, as a single parent, I couldn't afford to go do some self-care stuff, or even get my nails done or something like that makes me feel better. So I don't know, everything about me just wants to help other people de-stress and feel better and have less pain, and just feel amazing. I'm far from perfect. The last few days have been interesting. I've had some crying for no reason, some laughing for no reason. Like, it's a lot, you know, but we as humans have to take the time to slow down and look at the areas of our life that we're not satisfied with and take action. Do something about it. When this opportunity presented itself, I don't know, I was out there, y'all. I was out there doing DoorDash like I do on my days off. I don't really give myself a day off because I like to be productive. But if I am working or doing any kind of work or projects or whatever, and I feel like I need rest that day, then I will give myself permission to have a rest day. I will give myself permission to take a day off, or to go to nature, or whatever it is that I need to do. So I'm out there doing DoorDash, and I was so tired, y'all, and I just wasn't feeling it. But I try to remain grateful that I have options to go out there and make money, as far as to keep myself from struggling, pay off debt, whatever the situation is. We all have them. And so I'm out there and I'm doing DoorDash, and I just happen to be waiting on an order and talking to my best friend, and I look at my emails for some random reason in the middle of the day. And I see an email from this school that I'm in now. And because of COVID, they created a new schedule and a virtual class. So basically, sometimes we're on campus, sometimes we're at home, and then they have to watch us on the camera when we're practicing on bodies and stuff when we practice our massage. So it's been a very interesting 3 weeks for us and for the teachers, but they're doing amazing. We're all just kind of working together to make this as smooth as possible. But when I saw that email and I saw that the 2 things that have held me back, which was not being able to afford to go to massage school, and then not having the time in my schedule to do it. Like, usually the classes were till on the weeknights until 10:30, and this school is way downtown from where I live in a somewhat sketchy area that I'm not so comfortable in at nighttime, you know. But basically, they created a Saturday class, and I made a decision. I was like, I could be out here doing DoorDash on Saturdays, making extra money and just throwing that at a credit card that's going to take me quite a while to pay off. Or I could be actually learning a skill that I can use for the rest of my life that will help me make more money, work less hours, and that will bring me joy. No brainer, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, I got a really cool remote for my camera so that y'all don't have to see me close up going back and forth. I know it's silly, but I like it and it's cool and I can take pictures too. So if you want to know where I got it, I got it on Amazon because I get everything on Amazon. Friggin' Amazon. But I'll send you the link if you're interested, or I'll put it in the show notes as people say. I'll try to figure out how to do that. I've never done that before. But my video is getting kind of long and I didn't want to make it too long. So basically what I wanted to tell you is I'm working a full-time job Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. It is from home, so I'm super grateful. And then school is basically 7 days a week because I'm studying anatomy and physiology, kinesiology, things like that. It kind of feels like medical school in a way, but luckily, I did my personal training certification a couple times, so I still remember a lot of the muscles and functions and stuff. And so with me having a full-time job and then school basically 7 days a week, and then classes actually all day Saturday from 8 a.m. till 5:45 p.m., then I practice actual massage techniques after that. So it's pretty much all day until about 9 o'clock at night on Saturdays. And then Sundays, I'm still doing my DoorDash because for the extra money, just keeping money flowing in. I truly believe that having multiple avenues of revenue, of income coming in, is a great way to keep yourself from stressing out if you always see money hitting that bank account. And then I know that, if there's a day I don't want to study or I don't need to study or do homework, I can go out there and do DoorDash and make a little extra money or whatever and make up for Saturdays. So first couple weeks were rough. I was running myself into the ground, kind of just like I had myself on a tight schedule. I had my books laid out everywhere. If y'all could see my kitchen and living room right now, oh my goodness, and the workspace that I've created for myself. I kind of bounce around because I'm still really not comfortable going out in public right now with COVID being so rampant and increasing every day in Austin. I think I've seen one day where it said it decreased. And so I'm kind of waiting on the whole going out, to a coffee shop or whatever, just being mindful and being safe to protect myself and protect others. But I was running myself into the ground, exhausted, grumpy, and I told myself that I was gonna find joy every day, like actually look forward and be happy about being able to study this stuff and feeding my brain and learning a new skill. And oh my goodness, like when I tell you the imposter voice was, it was more of, it wasn't you can't do it or you're not good enough. It's like, hey, it's cool, just go lay down, it's okay, you'll get to that, sit down and do the studying later. And well, that was like for the first week. I was just really overwhelmed, and so it was more of, I have so much to do, I don't even know where to start, like that, because I had to figure out the organization of the syllabus and all that stuff. And like I said, my teacher's amazing, so he tends to guide us to better understand the syllabus. So week 2, that helped because he helped us better understand what we were looking at, focus with our homework and our studies, and then that helps. I swear, like every week he puts me more and more at ease. And then this past weekend, I just kind of buckled down and created a plan for myself, because the most important thing to me is not just having joy in every day of life, finding joy in every day of life, but taking care of myself. I didn't take care of myself my whole life, and now it's my time. And if I stop taking care of myself, then how am I helping other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to take care of me first. So this past week has been a lot better, a lot smoother, and I'm working in my studies in a way to where it's not overwhelming me. I'm retaining the information, and I'm even practicing the massage sometimes just on whatever random person is available. So that being said, finding balance in your life every day. I know a lot of us think we can't make time for ourselves. We can't make room for our needs, especially when you have kids and family, because I know how that is. When my child was much younger, and he's 23 now, but he still needs me. He still talks to me every day. And you know, as women, we tend to think we can do it all. You know, we're superwoman. Just keep pouring it on the plate. You know, it's not overflowing, but we got this. We're good. We don't need to do that. We need to take care of ourselves first. We need to take care of our health. We need to take care of our happiness, our spirituality. So get your prayer time in, your affirmations, you know, whatever brings you joy or makes you feel good. So basically what I'm doing is giving myself scheduled me time. I know that sounds silly, but it's really helping. I have my time in the morning, like I've told y'all in other episodes or shows, whatever you want to call it. That other videos, I like that, yeah. Other videos, I give myself the morning. So when I wake up, I get my workouts in. I actually just got done, finished up at the shower, the shower obviously. But I did, I'm doing hot works with it, which is hot yoga in a sauna, hot spinning in a sauna, cycling, whatever you want to call it, Pilates, all that stuff. And it's actually helping to stretch and strengthen the muscles in my body that I was concerned about would affect me as a massage therapist. So I'm kind of getting, 2 in 1 with that. I'm actively working on my flexibility and mobility, keeping my muscles from getting too tight or stiff. I'm burning calories and I'm keeping my weight down, and I'm getting the cardiovascular effects, because you do have to have stamina to be a good massage therapist to keep up with multiple sessions. So I love it because I'm kind of doing it all at once, and I'm sweating toxins out and all that. And then, I come home and get my morning started, knock out my shower, and maybe do a few yoga stretches just to kind of open up the hips a little bit more. And, different things, knees, hips, things like that. And then I do my morning affirmations, prayer, whatever comes to my heart. I don't have a set schedule or list that I follow. It's like, what does Holly need this morning? And then I do that. And then when I finish my work day, hey everyone, I'm back. My job decided to call, so it threw off the whole video, but I'll just put these together like I do. So anyway, yeah, I basically have my me time after work too, and I just do whatever. If I want to go walk in nature or watch a show and eat and relax, or whatever it is I want to do, I give myself that time. If I need longer, I take longer. But then basically I feel content because I didn't feel like I'm giving my time and energy to everybody else. So then I can go, get to the time when I'm going to study and focus on that, because I've given time to myself first. And then when I'm done with my studying, it's my me time again. And I know not everybody can do this or have this much me time, but what I'm saying is fit it in when you can. If it's on your lunch break at work, if it's in the morning before your children and husband wake up, if it is at night before you go to bed, block out a window, get the kids in bed or get them situated, make sure the hubby or whoever's taking care of, wife, whatever, and just take your me time. Do some meditation, do some yoga, do whatever brings you joy. So today's affirmations are gonna be, I am healthy, I am whole, I am complete. That being said, it's basically saying that every part of you is good enough, more than good enough. And I want you to remember that. I am not a person who would normally be out here sharing my life and my business. I'm so private. I'm so to myself. And I probably will never be in the spotlight. That's not really my thing. But if it happens, it happens. I'm not doing this to be famous or be well known. I don't even have a website yet. Like, honestly, to be, I have multiple education, certification. I'm working on this license, all that. But what matters to me most is helping you. So like I said, even if it's just one person, I don't care. I want to help anybody that I can. I want you to know that you're amazing. You're wonderful. You're so capable of living the life that you want for yourself. So go out there and get it. Today, your homework is take one action step. I don't care how small it is. If you've wanted to go to school, or you wanted to take a program or a class, or even a new exercise class or whatever, do some research, look it up, buy a Groupon, whatever. Just make an action step. Just, that's all I'm asking of you today. Sit down and think about what you really want and take a step. And you will thank yourself for it. Because I promise you, in a year and a half, when I have my license, and I am a licensed massage therapist, I am going to celebrate. I haven't celebrated my past accomplishments because I wasn't healed at that time. And now I know that taking the time that I take for myself and doing the things that I do for myself is not to impress other people. It's not to make, when I go on dates, because I'm single, go out there and men are like, oh my God, you're amazing. Because I hear that all the time, and I'm just like, I'm just doing me. This